And we are live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Respect the Craft. This is episode number 201. And I'm joined here by Big Daddy herself, Adrianna. What's going on? How's
Hey,
everything?
pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, doing great. Can't complain.
Oh, excuse
But
my hair.
all good, all good. All good, all good. This we're already starting with the laugh, so it's good. It's a good time.
Yeah.
But I do definitely have a lot that I want to talk to you about. But before we get into that, I have to ask you the question I ask everyone that comes on. You heard the name of the podcast. So for you, when you hear that term, though, the craft, what does that mean to you?
Uh, a craft is a product of the work that you put in. So the more work that you put in, the more beautiful the craft.
There you go. That's awesome. That's an awesome way to describe it there. There we go. We got the good brother Silky in the chat. Yes, 201. Episode 201 right here. So let's start talking about again that craft, what you've been working on, because just recently you had this match right here. So I want to get your thoughts on how was this and this past experience getting to be in there with Leva Bates and Brittany Blake just this past weekend.
It was I don't have a specific word for it, but it was so much fun. Um, Wrestling should be fun. I was a little nervous because Leva and Brittany are such big names. I know Brittany just came back from Japan a couple weeks ago, and Leva, AEW, WWE, all that stuff. And to be sharing a ring with two such amazing women is an honor. And learning from that and just having fun with someone. It's like you want to put your best foot forward, but also you want to have fun. And when I was in that match, I didn't feel any kind of intimidation. I didn't feel scared. I didn't freeze up. It was just like clockwork.
Got you. No, definitely. And I feel like that's the best when you're able to find that and find that in a match. Once you're in that zone, it's just like it just falls to place.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
that's the best thing. So let's talk about that though. For you, what was it? I know the question usually gets thrown around. What was it that made you fall in love with wrestling? What made you become a fan? I like to ask this instead. I like to ask what was it for you that moment that made you decide not only are you a fan of this, but now I have to step in. Like I'm not just I don't want to just see this and be like, okay, this is a cool hobby. No, I now want to step over the guardrail and really get into the squared circle.
Um, I can't remember like the exact moment, but I remember when I had gone to an independent show, just seeing the way the wrestlers broke curtain was really made me what wanted to be a part of it because and I could understand why until like my first show where I broke the curtain and it's like an adrenaline rush. And how I see it is pro wrestling's like a drug. You have to have it. And no matter how many times I was trying to walk away and I was like, I'm done with wrestling. I can't do this. Something always brings me back.
No, definitely. It definitely has that addictive. It's just like once you're in it, it's like, nope, we're coming back. And I've done it too. I've said, you know what, I'm done with this. That's it. But now I get brought in the next show, and it's like, wait, I thought you were done. So what happened was,
I was like, I'm a heroin addict without the heroin.
but let's talk about that for you. Then, if you can remember, what was that moment that finally made you decide this was the right choice to do? That this was, you know what, we're in this now for the long run.
um, I can't remember an exact moment, but I think it was just multiple times where, especially being a bigger woman in this business, and I hate to say it, but Samoans would be part of like the minority. And when women come up to me and say they love my confidence, is what makes me keep going. Sometimes I get in my head and I doubt myself. But then when that one person comes up to me, like, you're so badass, like, I wish I could do and have the confidence that you have, I'm just like, okay, I got to say this.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. So that makes me now want to ask this though, because like you said at the start of it, having that fun in there. What was it for you that finally started to click that that's what you need to find when you're in there? Because I can imagine, unfortunately, as much as it would be awesome to be like day one, that was it, got to find the fun. What was it for you that finally made you realize, let's find that fun in there? So then it just becomes that it's another day in the office, but it feels good to be in there.
I think when, especially one CW, they're good for it. Whenever we call stuff on the fly, you can put a match together and you're like, oh, this is going to be this is going to be how we're going to do this is how we're going to get into this mood, this is how we're going to do the heat, da 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 da. But when you do a move and those fans react to it and they want to see that shit again, that's what makes it fun because it's like, yo, and they love it when I start chopping people. They're like, yo, do it again. And it's just, that's what makes it fun is the fans. I love my fans. I love the people in the crowd because they really make stuff entertaining.
Got you. No, it's awesome to hear. Definitely. I feel like that's been the consensus every time I ask about, especially just what is it that keeps people motivated in there, that crowd reaction. And I even said it this year, it happened to me again. One of those moments that I was like, you know what? I think I'm done. I'm gonna walk away. Like I'm enjoying the podcast, but that's about it. And then I saw, I'm not sure you're familiar with the wrestling club, those kids that come to a lot of the shows,
Yeah.
hearing their genuine reaction. I was like, and this is why we do it.
Yep.
Why we care. Like hearing them just have that, like that was us. That was just that awe and just enjoying everything, booing the heels, cheering for the baby faces. Like, you know what? This is why we do this. This is why we're a part of the business.
Yeah,
Like
it
it's
can
just
fool my son. It can fool anybody because I know when my son would come with me to training
yeah,
sometimes, and when he sees me take like the stuff that I take, he's like, but I love it.
that's awesome. And here we go. We got the chat here. We got Papa Scott
Hey,
Productions.
Papa
There
Scott,
you
how are you?
go. Shout out to them. Thank you guys for the support here. Then we got the good brother. We got Wes and Kyle in the chat. Thank you guys always for the love and respect.
Hi,
Thank you guys.
hi.
Much love, much love. So let's keep it going here. Let's also remind everyone if they want to contact Adrianna today and get her on your shows. Again, 2024 is around the corner. Let's show this off here. Again, booking information, all that good stuff right there. Just look at the experience right there. Look at all that good stuff. So let's talk a little bit about that because that logo there for you, how was that experience being in the backstage area at MLW? How was that for you and getting to just start picking some brains there and seeing how their shows are run and all that?
I honestly felt like a little fish in a big pond. I was like, yo, am I really here? I gotta pinch myself because a lot of people that I looked up to, like Alex Kane and I were friends and all that. But watching how they do stuff backstage, especially with the live promo, loved it. And just seeing such amazing people, amazing talent, and to be a part of that was mesmerizing. I didn't mark out, but it was definitely mesmerizing.
Gotcha. No, and that's awesome to hear, especially again seeing what they do and seeing where it's going with it. Like it's definitely been in a whole new revamp of their product and seeing how they're doing production end and all that. Definitely some sights to see. Going to be
Yeah.
around that. I can imagine it's like okay, that's another just motivation now when it comes to what to do in that new year.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely hoping to get on MLW wrestling by the end of next year.
There you go. Here's hoping. Again, we'll do it again next year and be like, okay, so now how was that at MLW? Competing in there.
I
Was it
know.
fun? Was it fun? We'll talk about that next year. But now let's start talking about some matches that are confirmed and some stuff we do want to touch on. And let's talk about this. That's coming up this February. Again, the dates are coming. The dates are coming, and we're fast approaching. Wrestlers Labs return with Showabunga Mecha Mayhem, and you're going head to head with Billy Dixon. And we heard what he had to say. He definitely had some choice words talking about making wrestling fuck again. Excuse my language. Um, yeah. So your response to to Mr. Billy Dixon and what he had to say when it comes to this match on February 18th.
First of all, when Billy had said, let's make wrestling fuck again, I was a little confused because I have no problem with getting laid. Maybe him, but definitely not me. And the problem with Billy is he's so used to getting what he wants because the people that he intimidates are afraid that if they say no, they're going to get canceled because he's gay. So I don't know. I think Billy needs a reality check. And I think somebody needs to slap him upside the head. And obviously, the good folks of Wrestlers Lab knew exactly who he needed to beat his ass.
There you go. I'm definitely looking forward to see that, especially again seeing their return there. They definitely promise a huge show, and this one I'm looking forward to see because again that promo left me a little. It was like, wait, what is he trying to get at here? Like, what? Okay, interesting choice of words and phrase to be like, okay, this is how it's gonna be a fight. This is gonna be a match. So definitely check out Wrestlers Lab again, guys. February 18th, live from the Mecca. So tickets are still available. Go check them out. But now from that, also before we get into, because there's a touchy subject I want to get to. We're going to talk about one more event I do want to touch on, and that's going to be this one just announced recently. 1CW making their kickoff of the new year with Resolution there. Talk to us a little bit about that and how it's been at 1CW.
It's definitely been a ride at 1CW from back in May when I originally won the 1CW's women's title and defending it, well, losing it, then winning it back and defending it. And I had a little snake in my garden by the name of Tatiana. Oh, I'm sorry, the unwilting Tatiana. And homegirl wants to play games. So I made a offer she cannot back out of. And 1CW promoters and bookers will not allow her to back out of this. So she wanted to play dirty all this time. She wants to play a dirty game. I can play dirty too. So on January 13th. Yes.
We're already thinking about the summer. That's right. I get it.
It's because it's so hot.
I get
this match is going to be so hot. I'm thinking about the summertime. January 13th is a Houston Street fight, and I cannot wait to crack her upside the head with a kendo stick. I'm gonna beat her ass. I'm gonna throw her ass through a fucking table, bro. I've been waiting for this shit for a long time. I've been waiting to beat her ass.
That's the way to kick off the new year, right there. That's just straight into the fight, straight into everything. So now,
she'll get exposure.
That's gonna be a way. That's gonna be a way. But now we have to go into this because a few weeks later. It will be Pro Wrestling R presents Watch the Throne, Sunday, January 28th. You'll be there. Auntie Lala will be there. A man you know very well, Tiberius, will be there. And then the Pro Wrestling R heavyweight champion, Isaiah Wolf, will be in the building. And now I brought up the event so you know where we have to go with this. It's time to get your side because I've heard from Wolf, I've heard from Auntie Lala, I've heard from Tiberius, I've heard every side of all this and all this madness that's been going on. And we've spoken over socials about it. We saw it on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Now here on the show, it's time to get your side of the story here. That all starts with this match right here at Redefinition 3 a few months ago. So Let's hear your side of it, Adrianna.
So as we know, Tiberius was going against the prolific leader, Isaiah Wolf. And, I was just trying to help a brother out, like trying to help him out, make it easy. And by keeping Isaiah Wolf, I knew for certain that his guard would be down, but the way that Tiberius had took it was I was trying to say that he couldn't do his job. And I'm like, look, bro, I go by the phrase work smarter, not harder. Why? What you gotta prove, bro? Like, come on. That's an easy match, easy win, easy dub. If I could win my belts easy, I would do it. And he should have been grateful that he had me in his corner to make stuff easier for him, but he got in his feelings. So now he's with Lala and La La Land. And I'm like, okay, well, what's so special? What's so special about her, bro? Like, she boasts about winning the lucky 7 that turned into a lucky 6 and winning the pro wrestling R title, well, women's title, which I could literally care less about. I don't need a belt to make me feel relevant. But now he was kind of trying to, well, he was treating me like shit, forgetting where he came from. And she was like throwing it in my face that, oh, I got your man, I got your man. First of all, I don't want the man. I already know where his thing's been. Like, I don't want it. Somebody else do it. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's on you. You want to sit on some dirty dick, that's on you. But for him to treat me like shit when we're supposed to be family, I get it. Family fights. Family fight all the time. Fought with my siblings, fought with my family, fought with my parents. But to disrespect me is a whole different other thing. And then play this little game where you talk shit about her to me, then talk shit about me on the internet and to her. Like we weren't just cool in the inbox or in person. That was the whole thing that bothered me. And she's just delusional as fuck. Like somebody needs to give her a shirt. Delusional AF. Because home dude is playing the fuck out of her to get where he wants, get to Isaiah Wolf somehow, find out what his weakness is, get bookings where she is. Home dude's just using her. And I'm just trying to look out for her sister, woman to woman.
See, but now, okay, so now I have to ask, because like you said, the original plan was to be able to get to Wolf and do all this. So again, I'm trying to be unbiased here. Like I said, I've heard both sides. I've been neutral to both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be unbiased, especially because I'll be calling the action on January 28th. So I have to be the unbiased journalist here. But I have to ask, so how do we take what you're saying as credible if your original plan was to get to Wolf's mind anyway? So why are you now trying to help out Lala? They're also supposed to still be connected. But unfortunately, due to all this, their bond is not as strong either right now. A lot of relationships are being torn, unfortunately, because of this whole scenario.
Well, I already knew that Wolf and Lala's relationship was kind of rocky. And they have some underlying issues that they need to handle. Maybe they need to go see a therapist, go to family counseling or something. But I think it was, I had saw a lot of myself in Lala, though she's been in the business longer than me, has been more successful than me. I could see what it was like for her to kind of be the shadow because she's a woman in a predominantly male group. I'm a woman in a predominantly male group. And they're supposed to be the muscle, we're supposed to be the brain, but sometimes we are overlooked. We're supposed to be just the pretty face. But I was just trying to, be a sister to her. And though we have a love-hate relationship, that's how sisters are.
Okay. So it's again, it's very a nice way to put it. But now I guess we're gonna hear another person's take on that and their perspective on that comment right there. Ante, how'd you get in? I just know it's in the
She
waiting
must
room.
have hacked this for
First
something.
off, nobody hack shit. I think it's funny that Ray don't tell people why Respect the Crowd podcast was created and who helped him create this, but that's nor here or there. There ain't nowhere that I can't pop up to. I'm everybody's favorite auntie for a reason. You know this. Be better. Be better. Second of all, this was never no sister shit. So if you're gonna tell the truth, tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Because here's the thing about it. I didn't come on here to argue. I'm not having a good day to even begin with. It don't matter why I'm not having a good day. There's no here and there. But let me just give some facts real quick. I never had a problem with you. You was the only female out of this lucky 7 that I ever gave 2 fucks to even give respect to, because everybody else was null and void. And instead of you taking that respect and leaving this just between me and you decided to try to get into my head, and you decided to disrespect me by trying to go into my camp and fuck with my people. But instead, you taking accountability for it. Oh, it was Wolf's fault because, oh, it's not my fault that, oh, Wolf is just loose and he's just out there like that. No, y'all both were wrong. That's the problem. See, I'm not just going to throw the blame on you and say that my best friend wasn't at fault. Both of y'all are dead ass wrong. If you would have kept this between me and you, hell, we would have been having Samoan tacos right now. You feel me? We would have been like going out and like doing photo shoots together and fucking up people together and like be on like some sister shit. But we're nowhere near that, because every time that I try to give you respect, you find some way to be trifling as fuck and say some disrespectful shit to me as if like I'm gonna let this slide. Let's really be honest about it, so I can say this for the last time and I don't have to repeat myself until I'm blue in the face. When I first started talking to Tiberius, it was to piss you and Isaiah off. This is something that I've said in the beginning, but nobody listens because everybody is so focused on their own shit. I said when I did this in the beginning, it was to piss y'all off. What happened in the process? I end up catching fucking feelings. And hey, it is what it is. Shit happens. I was actually enjoying being fucking happy. But you know what? Who couldn't understand it and who couldn't let it be? Both of y'all. Oh, well, he's playing her and da-da-da-da-da. Nobody can play me, bro. I allow people to get close to me. Nobody else does that. At the end of the day, yo, prime example, it's funny that you want to throw zingers at everybody else and talk about, oh, he's fucking her to get booked. But as I recall, before we even became enemies, I even offered a hand to you to help you get out there more, because honestly, there's no reason why you shouldn't be everywhere, because you got mad talent. So if we're going to be honest, let's really be honest about this. The same hand that I extended to help you, I did the same exact shit with Tiberius. And that was to look for no congratulations, no appreciations, no appreciation posts, just because I wanted to see other black people be successful and to show them that you ain't got to throw motherfuckers under the bus to get your point across. But yet again, here we are. Here we are. You still got beef. You're mad that Tiberius is dating me. You don't approve of it. Wolf don't approve of it. Now we're in a situation to where he has to pick between our relationship and a championship. And the first thing you say is, well, it wouldn't hurt so much if you dropped the bitch. I'm still trying to understand. I literally have been letting you and Wolf rock and they gave 2 shits of what y'all doing. But yet anytime we post up anything about how happy we are, whether we're having dinner, no matter what it is, y'all always have something to say. Now, for somebody that is not bothered, that's coming off very bothered. So I'm going to say this. The next time I see you, if there is a problem that you still have with me, we can handle this one-on-one. Until then, please do me the favor and let me and Tiberius be happy, because our relationship ain't fucking with Reality Era. Our relationship is not fucking with Prolific. Everything has been going still as planned. You still getting your bag. You ain't complaining. I'm still getting my bag. Wolf is still getting his bag. Everybody is still getting a bag, but yet for some reason, the fact that it's one person from one camp messing with the other person from the other camp, it's apparently forbidden for us, but it wasn't forbidden for y'all to. No matter if you want to say, oh, y'all were just fucking, it's still the fact that none of this shit wouldn't have happened if you would have kept your Samoan tacos to yourself and Wolf would have stayed his punk ass in the goddamn Wolf's den.
But
so with that being said, nope, I'm not even gonna do it. I don't even want to hear your stupid ass goddamn shit. Just know the next time I see you, Adrianna, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Now, nephew, you go back. woman, I got footage of me beating your ass. Don't play with me.
After
Stop
a
playing.
match, after a
No,
whole
I
match
whooped
with
your
five
ass,
other
bro.
bitches,
I whooped your ass
4 other
during the
bitches, I
match,
don't know how
which
many
is
times
why
I
I
gotta say
posted up the
this.
video of me narrating of me whooping your ass. I whooped your ass before you got in the ring. I whooped your ass when you got in the ring, and I whooped your ass after I beat you. So sit on that. Think about that. Y'all have a good day. Fuck off, Adrianna. Leave us alone.
And there goes Auntie. That was a lot. That was a lot. Again, I don't know how she got the login. How she just got on here.
Oh, bull fucking shit, Ray.
I don't send the login to people. I send it to my guests. That's it.
But my whole thing is this. I said what I had to say. When I originally put out my promo, I didn't disrespect anybody. I said, look, I'm here to make a statement. This is my debut.
Yep.
Like my whole goal is to go for the lucky 7, like to get the golden ticket for the belt. It would be nice, for my debut that I get a shot at the belt. The whole thing was she started talking shit. Now, if she wants to go that route where we pull receipts, talking about, oh, I can pull footage, I can pull receipts. You talk shit before. Like you talk shit, you quote tweeted my shit, started talking shit. Wolf went out of his wolf's den. So Lala, if you are watching this, your dog named Isaiah Wolf decided to comment on my shit. So if Wolf wants to sit there and try to act all innocent and think that he didn't shoot the shots first, he did. And I returned fire. So if you want to sit there and talk about me, how I'm starting shit, nah, bro. It wasn't me. I did my due diligence, made my statement, but then you went out of your way to try to start some shit with me. And talking about a handout, you didn't try to give me no handout. You were disrespectful from the beginning. And I don't have a problem with you and Tiberius's relationship. What I have a problem is, and Tiberius, since you're on this shit, is being disrespectful to me. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody was looking at your tall behind ass when you were getting your ass whooped at 1CW when I originally put this reality era together. Did you forget that? I put you and Trey together because I saw something in y'all. If I wanted somebody tall and dark skinned, I would have had Tony Leanda. But no, I saw something in you, not anybody else. But you disrespected that shit. That was my whole issue. So I called you out on your bullshit that you were doing. And if it's up to Lala, she's a grown ass woman. She is a grown ass woman. I was trying to call you out on your shit, but she's so fucking delusional. But don't disrespect me, bro. You can do whatever you want. You can fuck whoever you want. Don't fucking disrespect me, because at the end of the day, when she decides that she don't want your sloppy seconds no more, or y'all don't want each other no more, you gotta come back to me. That's my whole issue. And I don't know how many times I had to say this shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who fucks who. Because whatever. Like, we grown ass adults. Just don't disrespect me. Because you done disrespected me too much, Tiberius.
So now I have to ask this though, because Lala talked about it, but I feel like she might not know the actual fact on this. How is this affecting the reality era? Because I've seen what it's doing to Prolific, and again, their camp is in disarray right now. I said it on the Knuckleheads podcast. There's a lot of cracks in there. So how is this actually going with the reality era? Because if you two are not at 100, then I can imagine the ball pending ain't working right now. So tell us a little bit about that. How is that going on? And yeah. Well,
so
again, it's not that she didn't believe in you. She was trying to. She talked about this a few minutes ago, Tiberius. Come on.
Listen, Tiberius. There are a lot of tall, dark-skinned men out there that are powerhouses. And I could have pulled them into the reality era. I could have put pockets in with the reality era before you. So it's not like I don't believe in you, because y'all sat there and you disrespected me and talked about how the reality era has only 2 members now. Did you forget that? But how can you try to kick me out of a group that I created? If you want to leave and be with Lala, that's fine. But I didn't disrespect you. Actually, I lied. I did disrespect you after you disrespected me. Because you have to remember, if I have to pull footage, all I talk about, oh, I'll pull footage. I'll pull footage of me pulling you into our group. And in that moment at 1CW in April, I had created the reality era. Me, moi. I created the reality era. Not you, not Travis, me. But I never said that I didn't believe in you. Because if I didn't believe in you, I would have kicked your ass out of the reality era a long time ago. But my whole issue is the problem with their relationship is Tiberius got a taste of pussy and forgot where the fuck he came from. Kind of like casting me to the side. That was the whole thing that I had an issue with. Like, don't forget who your family is, bro. Like, you can have your own life to the side. Don't forget who your fucking family is. Like, we're supposed to be family. We're supposed to be bros. Supposed to be all that shit. But then you want to be acting like I'm a nobody. Nah, bro. I fucking created your ass, bitch. Like, the fuck out of here.
Okay, got you. But it's definitely, I'm starting to see this is definitely a more scenario of just him losing sight. This isn't more about just their relationship. It's more of just the focus isn't there.
Yeah, like you're losing sight of who had your back when nobody else did. Because last time I checked in April, they made you look like a whole clown. And ever since me and Travis came into the picture, we didn't allow that to happen because we had your fucking back. When you needed me to handle the style stable with fucking Chris Wilde and Stevie Ray, who had your back? Me and Pockets. I busted that curtain ready to whoop somebody's ass for you, bro. Because that's what family does. But you lost sight of who you were. You need to get some fucking glasses and realize who's really in your corner and who's not.
Got you. There you go. Again, this is what we wanted. We wanted to hear just again the other side of this scenario because we're hearing a lot from Auntie, we're hearing a lot from Wolf, we're hearing from Tiberius, but I wanted to hear where this is actually affecting and hearing your side of it. I'm glad we're able to get this. See, again, I'm being unbiased here. This is what I'm saying.
I appreciate that because it's like everybody's talking like these are four strong-headed people. And normally I'm the chill type. I don't like to say too much. I like to back shit up in the ring or in person, whatever. But one thing I'm not going to allow is somebody to disrespect me. It's like everybody's talking. I'm just observing everything. And when I need to talk shit back, I'll talk shit back. But I'm not the type to sit there and be yapping. And then everybody wants to throw all this shit out there. But then when it comes to me, nobody wants to hear what I have to say because everybody wants to make me look like the clown. But in reality, y'all the fucking clowns, bro. This is just my circus. So it's unfair to me. So yeah. And thank you for I forget which ones they are.
all good. But again, we're glad to hear your side of it. We're glad that some of this is out in the light now. Again, I feel like unfortunately, this is definitely far from over. Like I said, January 28th. I feel like it continues because everyone's gonna be in the building. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you get your tickets. Be there. Pro Wrestling R presents Watch the Throne. I'm gonna be safe behind the commentary booth, hopefully, because I've unfortunately being neutral doesn't save everyone. So
it doesn't.
We'll
gotta stay out the line of fire.
We'll see what happens on January 28th. But here we go. We got shout out to VXS. I think they're complimenting your headset there because I'm just wearing headphones. So there you go. Shout out to VXS.
The HX, I forget which these are. They're the gaming headphones. They're I think are like $80.
Hey, not bad though. It works out. We're hearing you loud and clear, so it's working. It's doing its job.
Heck yeah, worth my money.
Shout out to them. Shout out to VXS and shout out to them that they're having their first show back next year, February 23rd, featuring Leo Rush. So definitely check them out.
Nice.
But now, again, we talk about 2024. Let's now go into this. Let's start talking about your goals for next year. Because again, the year's going to be young. We're still days away from a new year. So let's talking about for you. What are some plans? What do you have in mind when it comes to what do you want to do in the ring next year?
I would definitely like to go to different states. I would like to move out west more. Japan, it's a long shot, but I think if I put it out there in the universe, I can make it. I definitely would like to be in Japan next year. I know I was having some talks of going to the UK next year with Coliseum Pro Wrestling. So hopefully we can create a date with that one, get me out there. But I think my main goal is going international, and then MLW is a big one. Again, a long shot, but putting it out there in the universe.
Hey, again, unless without saying it, we'll never know. We'll never know what could happen. And again, like I said, next year we'll do a recap. We'll do a podcast again, and be like, so that passport got used a lot.
Yeah, I needed another booklet.
So here's hoping that's our conversation next year. But no, okay. So now let's go into this one, because I always like to, just so we can make some graphics too, because why not? Some opponents you would like to square up with next year. I can imagine, again, with all this that's going on, I know Auntie's still going to be on that list, but outside of her, some names that you could share with us that you would like to go head to head with next year.
One person that I've had my eye on is Charles Mason.
Oh, I think I know that guy. I've seen
From
what he does.
HG,
Yeah.
House of Glory. I would love to go against him in an intergender match. I would like to go up against Christina Marie.
Okay.
That's another one. And I would like to get in the ring with Nyla Rose again. That would be nice.
Okay. There you go. Definitely 3 different styles right there. Charlie, definitely seeing what he's done and just what his persona has grown into. I'd definitely be interested to see how the Big Daddy will fare with man that likes pain. Because Mason definitely likes his pain. So
pain turns me on, though.
I think it does to him too. So that definitely, well then, that's one of those where we'll see where that match goes. But Christina Marie, okay, courageous Christina Marie and you, that would be interesting to see. And then Nyla, who's still just, every time I see her, I feel like she just stepped up another level. Like she continues to grow, continues to dominate. There we go. Okay, we got some things to put out in the universe. Again, graphics. You'll see those tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I'll definitely make some graphics tomorrow. Here we go. We got shout out to My Own Perspective there.
What's good?
Okay, it says it's Bobby from My Own Perspective. There you go. What's going on, Bobby? Thank you for coming in and tuning in. But look at that. Oh, now he's tweeting while we're on the air. Tiberius, you could have just said this in the chat. Like Tiberius is tweeting while we're live, saying, "Bruh, should even tell the truth. Disrespect came out after I found out what you did. I don't let shit slide, but I forgive you." Wait, you forget?
I don't need your forgiveness, bro. Let me tell you this. I could go to sleep tonight and not give a fuck if you forgive me or not. I don't need your fucking forgiveness, because at the end of the day, I got money in my bank account. I got air in my lungs. I still get booked. I don't need that shit. Like, honestly, Tiberius, fuck you and your forgiveness. I don't need it. I don't need it, because the amount of fucking disrespect that you did to me, like, it's fucking mind blowing, bro. It's just, you are so fucking narcissistic and you pissed me the fuck off. Like, sit the fuck down. And you couldn't say that shit in this chat because you knew I was going to call you out on your bullshit.
Damn.
Twitter fingers, bro. Twitter fucking fingers, because you wouldn't say that shit to my face.
Damn. Like, at least I'll give it to Auntie. At least she hacked her way in, however she got on here.
That's what I respect about her. She will say, if she has a problem, she will say it straight to my face. And I, as much as she and I have a dislike for each other, I respect that about her, because that's a real fucking woman right there. And Tiberius, you don't fucking deserve her.
Damn, that's Again, I'm glad I just caught that, because I just got the notification.
I appreciate that, because that's bitch energy, bro. That is bitch energy right there. You 6'2" for what? You can say that shit right here. Like, you got all this man monster energy on fucking Twitter, but you can't drop that shit in the fucking chat or in person. Let's talk about that.
Oh man, that was, I don't know. Again, like I said, on shout out to my fam at the Knuckleheads, I said I'm starting to see, little by little, I'm starting to see a different side of Tiberius. I don't know. And again, I know you guys were cool, but unfortunately, I don't know. He's starting to look a little less monstery, a little more just like this is kind of sketchy how he acts. I don't know.
sus as fuck. Like they sit there and make me seem like I'm the crazy person. I'm a whole fucking psychopath. But bruh, got a whole PhD in fucking psychology. I know what this motherfucker doing. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. And you want to sit there and act like we're not going to look down at our phones and see that you tweeting. Like, bro, you could have dropped that same shit in the fucking chat. Like, that's the whole bitch energy I be talking about.
It's like, again, we still live. Like he saw we were
bro,
live.
We live as fuck.
Like we still on. Like we could see the notifications. It comes on.
Let me turn on my red lights because it's about to get dark. Like you just I don't play that shit, bro. Like you don't have the same energy in person when we at 1CW or anywhere else.
I was gonna say we saw the footage. You guys looked okay at MLW. You shared some cheese fries.
I'm so glad that you brought that up. Because he says I scurried over to him like a ring rat. First of all, don't ever compare me to a ring rat. Don't ever do that shit. Because one thing, I'm classy. I don't fuck anything in this business. let's just say that. But bro, we went and we got fucking cheesesteaks, bro. You got a whole fucking quesadilla. We went down the road from the 2300 arena and we got cheesesteaks together.
Dang.
And you took one of my mozzarella sticks, but then I'm the crazy one. Like if you look at our bank accounts, I will pull up my receipts.
She got the receipts.
If he wants to pull up the bank accounts, he can. And you know what?
Dang.
Just for that, I just might ask them for the video recording from the cameras in the shop to show that we were there together, asking me, what should I eat? And I'm sitting there like, I don't know if I want wings or tacos. And you're like, oh, taco sounds good. Like you were just making fun of my Samoan tacos on fucking Twitter.
Damn.
Make it make sense. And
not the tacos.
And at 1CW, ask for my tacos too. But I'm delusional, right?
Wait a second. Was he talking about like damn?
I had 6 tacos. He's like, yo, you should let me get one of the tacos.
Okay. I was gonna say like damn. Because that's I was just we need clarification just in case. True. Now Auntie let more people in this. Here we go.
Well.
What's the shit that you're talking on Twitter? Because you could have easily dropped that shit in the chat.
Y'all try to be peaceful, let you have your time. Respectfully, let you have your time. I just want to get the facts straight. I didn't start disrespecting you until you did what you did with Isaiah Wolf, not believing in me like I couldn't beat this man. That is the only reason I ever disrespected you.
Nobody said they didn't believe in you, bro. I said, I'll make shit easier for you. Did I not say, Ray? And we got the footage. I said, work smarter, not harder. Why should you work harder? Like I was trying to make shit easier on you. It's not saying that I didn't believe in you, that you couldn't beat Wolf. I've seen you beat the bricks off of people before. So it's not like I didn't believe in you. It's just I was trying to make shit easier for you. That'd be nice to have another strap of gold, would it not? But you just would sit there and take what I said and run with it and get in your fucking feelings. Like, come on, bro.
Listen. I'm out here trying to make a name, not only for myself, for reality. By you doing that, do you think that helps the situation? It's pretty much saying, oh man, that's crazy. He couldn't beat him without her. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to say, yeah, I did it on my own. I was able to bring the gold back to the squad. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that's a personal thing. As a man, I want to be like, yo, I did this on my own. I was able to hang with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because let's face it, Wolf is established. I'll give him that. And it was a test for me. But you didn't have to do what you did. Respectfully, you didn't. Adrianna, Big Dad, come on. You didn't have to do what you did.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. Because remember when we were in Selbyville for 1CW, you had me and Pockets take care of Chris Wilde and Stevie Ray. Did you not?
Me and Trey, yes.
So by doing that, don't you think people can sit there and say, oh, y'all couldn't handle them?
Nah, because you think, look, all right, so listen how this was like meant to be. It was a test for you and Pockets.
A test, nigga? I don't need a test.
Chris Wilde, come on. That was a test for Pockets.
Why did I need to be involved?
We wanted to.
I don't need no test. don't need
We
no
knew you could look. I knew you could roll with him. You were basically the backup plan if he couldn't get it.
Nigga, I'm not a backup plan. I'm the mastermind of fucking reality.
You are the mastermind of reality era.
So how you gonna call me a backup plan? How you gonna call me a backup plan, bro? I am the plan.
Okay, let's say if we just let Pockets go in there against Chris Paul, what did you think was going to happen?
You would have jumped in. You or Trey would have jumped in. I had no reason to be in the. So why did I have to jump in? Oh, because I'm the backup plan? Nah, bro, fuck that shit.
Because we know you can get the job done.
But then you go and you disrespect me and say that, oh, there's only two people in the reality era trying to kick me out of the reality era when I made the fucking faction.
And that was I got angry. You know how my anger is.
You need a therapist.
So that's my fault. That's my fault. And I was in my feelings and I was in my bag. Let's just keep that 100. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you are the leader of the reality era. Without you, there was no reality era. Let's just put that out there. Respect is respect.
So good. We're getting some healing. We're getting some healing.
I should crack this.
Yeah, of course. I never wanted. Look, I was in my bag. I should have never said what I said. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize for that, Big Dad. You are the leader of the reality era. We do what we do. We stand on business and we kick ass. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? The only problem I had was, you know what I mean, like the disrespect when it came to the personal affairs I was having outside of the ring. You know what I mean? And then of course, hey, it takes two to tango. I'm gonna blame Wolf for a lot of the shit any damn way. Cause what did he do? Keep pushing the issue, keep pushing it, putting it in my face. Trying to get in my head. He's playing hit games on me now. But I'm trying to stay calm. You know what I'm saying? I got a choice to make. And we're just gonna leave that at that.
Got some time, Hunk. Got over 4 days. Just saying.
Let me say one thing. I don't care. I have no problem with you and Lala having a relationship. But my whole issue was the fact that you kind of treated me as I was an outsider. We're supposed to be family. And that whole thing with Wolf, and I'm going to be a grown-ass woman and apologize. Because when I said the whole thing with Wolf, I never meant that I didn't believe in you. Because again, I don't know how many times I have to stress this. If I didn't see potential in you, if I didn't think that you were someone that couldn't get the job done, I wouldn't have chose you to be a part of the reality era. Because not everybody, just like the way that Prolific is, not anybody can get in the reality era. We're not some regular ass tag team or faction that people just throw together because we're all people of color and they think that we're going to mix together. It's not like that. So I believed in you because when I saw that people were fucking you over and try to make you look like a clown, I felt that because there have been so many times where people made me look like a clown and I didn't have somebody to have my back. And I wanted to have your back. And I knew for certain that you, me, and Travis were going to have each other's back and then potentially Pockets. My whole issue was the fact that you forgot where you had came from. Once you got a little taste of the punani, you forgot where you came from. And that's when I felt disrespected, shit hit the fan. But the problem is now, you kind of need to focus on what's more important to you and more important to your career, and that's not a relationship.
Yeah, like I said, I got a lot to think about.
I'm not pushing for you to break up with her anymore. I'm not pushing for you to make the decision. I'm gonna let you do that. Whatever me and Lala got going on, we're not even going to talk shit anymore. We're just going to handle it in the ring because there's been too many Twitter fingers. It's been too much talking shit on the internet and all this fucking soap opera shit, just stressing people out, stressing me the fuck out. And I just want to get this done and over with. Honestly.
So can we at least see you guys are in a better place right now, at least? Is that at least established? Can we agree on that?
We can definitely agree on that.
Because at the end at the end of the day, Reality Era and the Prolific are two, I can't even explain the word. We will make names for ourselves. Prolific made a name for themselves because in that group you have people that have, it's kind of like a Call of Duty team. Everybody has a different job, whether it's a medic, somebody's good at tech, whatever. You have different people that can get the job done separately and together. And that's a strong ass group. The Reality Era might not be as big as Prolific, but we've been making names for ourselves. Like, bro, we were on fucking MLW. Not a lot of tag teams can say that. Like, within months of being together, not a lot of tag teams can say that. And even though we were just with Alex Kane, nobody can really say that shit. But making a statement, bringing a reality check to a lot of people, we've come a long way in the past few months. And there's too much potential and too much going on for us to allow something like that to break us apart.
Not you. I like it. I like it. That's a good sign. It's a good sign to see. There's some fixing there. There we go. We like this. We like this. See, it wasn't supposed to be drama here. We're trying to fix things. We're trying to make some things at least. But yeah. So, Unc, we gonna have to unfortunately say goodbye so we can finish this up here. But
Yeah, I'm gonna let you
definitely,
have it. Big Daddy, I'm gonna let you have your time. Go ahead and tell them about the amazing things you got coming up.
Later,
So,
hater.
so thank you again, New Unc, and we'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. There you go. At least some again. I like this. At least some things are being fixed. Some things are still. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. But we like this. We like it. Healing is happening. That's what we want to see here.
Just slap a band-aid on it.
There you go. There you go. But oh, we got Big Baby in the chat. What's going on, Big Baby?
What's good?
You missed it again. We had some healing going on. Auntie was on here a little while ago. Again, I don't know. Everyone just keeps hacking in. 2024. I gotta fix my something has to be fixed on here. Not everyone can get on here. I have a
You need a
specific
new IP address or something.
I
Like, get a
do.
VPN.
Like, damn.
Get a VPN, bro.
Like, this is every time I do one of these, you should have seen the time I had Shane Taylor on here. Everyone jumped in. Had
Oh,
the SAT, had PJ Savage. Everyone was jumping in. Like, damn.
bunch of motherfuckers.
But it's all good. It's all good. Again, now we're back. We're back to the main focus is on Big Daddy here. So let's get back to that again. We talked about some opponents you want to touch on in 2024. We talked on some places going international. But now let's talk about Big Daddy though. The evolution continues because we've seen how just even as a performer how you're growing. So for 2024, how does that look like too? Do we see even another form? Because I know you like your anime too. So do we see are we seeing another form evolution in 2024, Big Daddy?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was surprised this past year because I've taken time off due to family and health issues. Um, and I had to kind of like find myself throughout this whole year. And I'm surprised how much I've blown up over the past year. Like, granted, I didn't blow up as much as anybody want to, but still, it's some progress, which takes people years to get to. So yeah, 2024, I've been brainstorming some ideas of how to evolve myself. So yeah, stay tuned for another form of daddy.
Hey, there you go. That's what you love to hear there. There we go. Big Baby says, nah, I didn't miss anything. Adrianna, Mosley, and the Wise brother have a good business relationship. There you go. Again, that's good to see. So things are being fixed. This is what we like to see. Because again, definitely a big fan of what Prolific has done, what they've blossomed to be. Love seeing what the reality era still has to come. Because again, it's still growing. Seeing what you guys have done and what you continue to do. We just need to now come down to we need the Northeast expansion of reality era.
Yep.
I told Tiberius when I had him on, maybe because I know a match they want to have is with CMD. We might need to see you guys at Wrestling Is Now eventually, maybe 2024, because the year is gonna be young. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And that match, I don't know. Me and Travis is gonna have to maybe switch because I've been wanting to get my hands on Deshaun Pratt.
Oh, that would definitely be another. Well, they do also. It could be a 6-person tag because they do run with Valentina. So we might have to see that in 2024. Who knows?
Ooh, that's true. I
So
did forget that she went back with him.
uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna have. I definitely need my hands on Deshaun Pratt.
there we go. So we might need to see some intergender warfare in 2024. We'll make that graphic too. Fuck it. We'll add
Heck
another one
yeah.
to the list. Just someone's gonna have to book it. Someone's gonna have to book it next year because this is money on the table, ladies and gentlemen. But before we start wrapping this up, because I can imagine Big Daddy definitely has a lot to do. It's busy. We're about to end the year. It's the holiday season. But before I let you go, Adrianna, I do have to ask for you, what is the end goal?
I want to be signed. I would rather be signed on maybe Impact or Ring of Honor or AEW. Not so much WWE. It would be nice.
Gotcha.
But I think the end goal is just a contract and a good long contract that I can, at the end, I can sit back and be like my uncle who all he has to do is do a cameo and pays rent in one day or have my merch and people just buy it or people just book me to sit down and sign little figurines. That's my whole end goal. Have a good contract and retire nicely so I could just, kick back and relax.
Here's hoping again the future is bright and we start seeing what happens for Big Daddy here. But guys, if you haven't already, make sure you're following her right here on Instagram, Big Daddy Adri right there. Follow her on Twitter, X, whatever you want, right there at Adrianna Mosley 9. Also, we talked about it earlier, but make sure you stay up to date. And for promoters that want to book her, here's all the information you need right there, including that business email right there. Contact her today. Upcoming shows, you'll be able to see her. Go to 1CW New Year's resolution right there, Saturday, January 13th. You'll see the reality era there as well. Also, at the end of January 28th, Watch the Throne as Pro Wrestling R returns in 2024. Again, lots to expect there. Will we see Tiberius make his choice by then? Will we see him in the Pro Wrestling R heavyweight title match? You're going to have to stay tuned to find out. But then in February, it will be Billy Dixon versus Big Daddy Adrianna at Wrestlers Lab. Return to the Mecca with Showa Bunga and so much more. Thank you again, Adrianna, for joining us here. And to everyone watching, thank you so much. And again, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.